What's up, Yogi Clan? Good afternoon. Yes, I am still in my truck. Why? Because I am heading home. Work is done for the day. I am heading home to get a trailer to go pick up a Road King. I'm not sure what year the Road King is, but it's about, I'd say, a 2007 to 2009 Road King. And here's the story. The story is the gentleman who owned it about 4 years ago had to deal with cancer. And that cancer made him very sick, and he parked that bike, his beloved Road King, which has less than 2,000 miles on it. And he had to park the bike because of his cancer, and his treatments made him too weak to ride. Well, this past Father's Day, we lost him, or his family lost him. So they need to sell this Road King, but the Road King won't start. So I went over to the house on Sunday, to their house on Sunday, to take a look at it. The bike, somebody else looked at it before me, just a friend. He put new gas in the tank, put a new battery in it, and the bike won't start. So I went over to look at it Sunday and verified everything that he did, and sure enough, he did those things. You know, it turns over just fine, but it's like it doesn't have spark, or actually it's not getting gas. My thoughts are that gas sat in that tank for 4 years, and there is something wrong with the fuel delivery system. So we're going to pick up that bike tonight with the trailer, take it back to the shop, and we're going to go ahead and work on that. So we're going to bring you along for this. So the next time you'll see me, bike will be in the garage on the lift, and we're going to try to see if we can't diagnose why this bike is not cranking. I have a few ideas in my head that we're going to start first. And probably the first thing we're going to do is pull the quick connect line off of the fuel tank, because I have a feeling that I think there's a valve in there. I have a feeling that valve may be stuck and not letting the gas go from the tank to the fuel injectors. That's the first place we're going to start. We're going to pull that apart and clean that. And if that doesn't work, then we'll go to step 2. So join me in a moment. We'll roll the intro while I go pick up this bike, and I'll meet you back in the garage. All right, Yogi Clan. See you in a minute. All right, Yogi Clan, welcome back to the shop. As you can see, we got this bike here. So let me give you a quick tour of it before we dig on in. As you can see, she's a little dirty. She is a 2008 Road King Classic. Needs a bath. That's okay, we'll make that happen. Got the 96 cubic inch engine, 6-speed, soft saddlebags. And this bike, if I'm not mistaken, so here's one situation I got. Turn it on. You can hear the fuel pump pumping. It says R low. The reading, this bike has 12 o'clock. Oh, it's got, is that 17,350, 17,350 or 1,735? I think it's 17,000. So yeah, because that's 4,631 on the trip. So it's got 17,000 miles on it. But it says R low, which to me would indicate low fuel. But when you open this up, look, the fuel's right there. So it is not low. So the first thing I want to do before we really dive into trying to find out what's going on with this bike is take the seat off, look underneath the seat at the electrical, and just try to get familiar with the bike. You know, first thing, we'll verify all the fuses, make sure all the fuses are there and working properly. And once we have verified that, then we'll start digging a little deeper. It appears as if all the fuses were working. We're just going to verify. Instruments, headlamp, lights, ignition. Ignition's good. Spare, engine control, brake relay, ABS. They all look fine. These fuses all check out, they look good. I didn't think that was a problem. I thought, hey, let's check it. Let's try to start it with the gas cap off, see what happens. Nothing. Okay. Let's see if he's got a pigtail. Oh, he does have a pigtail plug. Okay, let's plug it in. Just make sure that battery's fully charged. All right, plugged in. All right, let's go ahead and next, let's pull this gas line off of here. All right, so over here on this side of the bike, my basic instinct says that this is a fuel delivery system problem. So I'm thinking that this may have got gummed up. So what I'm gonna do is push that up and try to see if I can get this off there. So yeah, a little bit of water, a little bit came out of fuel, but ooh, smell that. That smells like varnish. Here, come here, smell this. You smell that? It smells like paint thinner, doesn't it?
It does.
So that to me tells me that may be part of our problem. Let's try to clean it off with the brush. Let's get it back in there. All right, let's try it again. All right, that didn't work. So if we can get it to fire, over there is the can of starting fluid. So my thought is if we can get this to fire, that'll suck the gas through. Still don't know why I'm getting the R low statement though. I have a feeling that gas is not flowing through there because something is clogged. But yeah, and you take that gas line off, and whew, the smell of varnish was thick. We know we have spark. But I think it's still stuck going to the injectors. I have a feeling this fuel line, or if we're gonna have to pull the tank and take the fuel line off, evacuate the fuel line. Yeah, if we take the tank off, I'm gonna want to pull the injectors out and clean the injectors. I think that's probably our next step, is pull the tank off, clean the injectors, and put it back together. All right, Yogi, let's go ahead and pull this tank and see where we're at. Okay, let's unplug the injectors. So we took off the horn. We are taking off the support bracket so we can get the horn support, so we can get to this throttle body. All right, fuel line is out and injectors are out. All right, let's get these injectors cleaned. Both cleaned. Let's get them both back into the engine. All right, with the throttle body put together, let's get this tank back on. All right, with the tank back on, let's see if she'll fire. Success. Yes. All right, let's get her put back together. All right, here she is. Got a bath. Looking clean. Looking good. And ready to go back to its owner. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Let's see how it starts. I think the R low. I think the reason why that's on because I think the full fuel gauge doesn't work. Because it does have a full tank of gas.